guys, welcome back to my channel. This is Modesty33 here, aka Crystal with a C, back at you with another video. If you're new to my channel, you just happen to click on welcome. I try to put out 1 or 2 videos a week. I do sit downs, reviews, reactions, vlogs. So if any of that interests you, make sure you check out the prior videos on my channel, and if you see anything you like before you leave, make sure you subscribe. So today, you guys, I'm actually going to be doing a 2-year review / update on 2 of the handbags in my collection. Been meaning to do this for a while, but just been really busy, you guys. And so the 2 bags we're going to be talking about are my Louis Vuitton Pochette Metis in the Empriente leather. The color is Cherise. And I'm also going to be talking about my Chanel wallet on chain, and this is in the caviar leather. Black is the color, and it is gold hardware, so you will kind of see that here with the chain, you guys. So we'll just be kind of talking about both of these bags. I decided to do a joint video just with both of these bags since they were like purchased the same day 2 years ago at the same shop. So I did just want to put them both together and just kind of give you guys a comparison and review of like the wear and tear, as well as how much I'm using these bags still. But before we get started on that, I did just want to give you guys like a quick little update because last week I did not post any videos. I do apologize, you guys. I just was out of town, just got back in town, and so I did just want to film this video. I've been meaning to do it again for a while, just because these bags are a little bit over 2 years old now, and I do really enjoy wear and tear videos, in addition to like unboxings and other videos that I see on YouTube regarding luxury bags. I feel like just as important is wear and tear, so you can kind of see as far as like the lifespan of these bags, and then also as far as like how much use they've been getting. So a lot of times we'll do like updates and reviews, but you know, you don't really necessarily know how much a person is actually using a particular bag, especially if you're one of those people who have multiple bags in your collection and you rotate pretty frequently. So you might have, you know, a 5-year-old bag, but you've used it maybe 15 times in 5 years. So I don't feel like that's necessarily accurate of 5 years of regular use and wear and tear. So I did just want to kind of, again, put out this video regarding that. Also, if you do watch my channel for reactions, I am still working on Legion Season 3, so be on the lookout for those. Hopefully I will get all of those done soon and we can talk and chat about that. So, but yeah, like I'm still working on all that, you guys. I've just been really busy with work and then having to just come back in town. And then I actually am gonna be taking a trip soon, and we're gonna be talking about that in upcoming videos as well. So yeah, just wanted to put that out there before I get into the actual review of these particular handbags. So let's go ahead and get started. So first, I think I'm gonna talk about, let me give you the backdrop of both of these bags. I just am looking down at my notes, so if I look down, then that's why. So let me give you the backdrop of both of these bags. Hopefully you guys can see them pretty clearly. But I purchased these bags June 2017, and it was when I went to London, England. If you are just now watching my channel, you haven't seen any of my videos. Yes, I have talked about both of these bags before. I think I did reveal them on my channel, and then, have just been kind of doing reviews periodically of both of these bags and how I feel about them, how much use they've been getting. So this is essentially a continuation of those videos as well. But yeah, I purchased these June of 2017 in London at a Selfridges store. So I got this one from the Chanel boutique and this one from the Louis Vuitton boutique. At the time when I bought the Louis Vuitton Pochette Metis in the Empriente leather, color again is Cherise, which is like a orange red. So at the time that I purchased this one, the Empriente version of the Pochette Metis had just come out in March of 2017. So then this is kind of like the first batch of those newer bags that came out in the Empriente leather. So just want to kind of give you that information as well. And the wallet on chain, I think it's been out for quite a while. I've seen videos and reviews dating back years about the Chanel wallet on chain. But again, I did get it from the Chanel boutique at the time. And so really the incentive for getting these bags overseas is, if you don't know, they are a bit cheaper since they are produced and made overseas. So and typically if you get them from Europe, they are a bit cheaper than they are over here in the United States. So just a FYI on that. So I did take the opportunity while I was there on vacation with some friends from church to go ahead and buy both of these bags. And both of them have gotten quite a bit of use, but just in different phases and periods in the past 2 years. So I do just want to talk about that a little bit. But we're going to talk about the Pochette Metis first. So I'm just going to put my wallet on chain down for a bit. So with the Pochette Metis, after I purchased it in June of 2017, I actually wore it for a few days while I was in London. Really love this bag. I love the practicality of it and just the amount of use I've been able to get out of it. Like, if you don't know anything about the Pochette Metis, it's just a very kind of classy silhouette. It does have different compartments on the interior, but let me go ahead and just kind of show you the exterior and the wear and tear. I did just examine the bag before filming. I don't really see much in the way of wear and tear, and I don't know if like the camera, like, because I do film on my phone, so I don't know if you're gonna be able to pick up some of the things I did see, but I am gonna, you know, mention them even if you can't see them and try to show you guys. So this is the front of the bag. Again, you can see the embossing of the LVs. So I did really like the red version and the Empriente version of the Pochette Metis, just because I felt like I already had a few monogram bags in my collection, the classic monogram, and I wanted something a little bit different. I did really like this red color. I feel like it matches well with a lot of items that I do wear. Like, I could wear it today. I just kind of have this navy, gray, and then also a pair of jeans on. Like, I could wear this bag today and it would be super awesome. Now, the bag does not come with this. This is actually a Louis Vuitton bandeau. This is the Louis Vuitton Stephen Sprouse leopard bandeau. So it does not come with the bag, FYI again. But I do just have it on the handle here. But as far as I know, there's not any wear on the handle either. But this bandeau pretty much lives on this bag right now. But as far as, yeah, the embossing is still very deep, very beautiful. Like, most of the wear, I would say, is on the hardware of the bag, and you probably won't be able to see that. There's just some slight discoloration. I'm sorry, I don't know if y'all can really, you probably won't be able to see, but I noticed like a little bit on this little knob right here. There's like a little bit of discoloration where some of the gold is kind of coming off. So I did notice that. As far as the glazing is probably one of the #1 issues a lot of people have had with the Pochette Metis, because when you open and close the bag, you do get cracks sometimes in the glazing of the bag. However, I have not had any issues. The glazing is very thick all the way around. So just kind of show you guys that. No issues with the strap or the glazing on the strap either. So that's all been really nice. The back is very nice, and it does have this little tag here. Now, as far as the exterior, with wearing jeans and darker items, I would say be wary of that if you get a lighter color bag in the Empriente leather, because you probably will pick up more like color transfer or dyes from clothing onto the back of the bag, because that's what rubs up against your body the most. So actually the back of this bag is a little bit darker. I can see it with the naked eye, however, you're not gonna really be able to pick it up, and that's why I love the red color as well. So the zippers, everything still works. And when I use this bag, y'all, I use this bag. Actually, I use this bag for the past month, and I do, when I do go to work, I do like go and do visits and do a lot of different things. So I will stuff this bag to the brim. Actually, there's a stain actually on the bottom of here. I just noticed that. I'll have to clean that off. It's just like a little stain on the leather. But so yeah, I fill this to the brink, especially like the back part of the bag. Which do not do not follow my example, y'all, but I definitely will put like 2 key holders, both of my cell phones. I will put all kind of stuff in the back of this bag, and you know, of course I don't zip it because it can't zip with all those things in the back. But you know, with me overstuffing the bag, I say it's still pretty, it still looks really, really good. So I think I showed you that other side, but yeah, this is the other side as far as the glazing as well. Hopefully I showed y'all both sides, but yeah, everything as far as the glazing is concerned looks good. And you know, there's glazing all along this flap here, which also is very thick. It looks good. This is the bottom portion. So again, I do overstuff my bag, so I do want to just put that out there. But even with that, I just still think it looks really, really good. when I open it up, you kind of see this right here. I do have it stuffed. Now I would say as far as the interior, there are no stains in the interior. It does have 3 compartments, and I just have like this little bubble wrap in the middle. You can kind of see that. So, and this is just kind of like the little booklet that came with the bag. But there are no stains in the interior. It does have like this canvas that, or like this fabric lining, actually is what I would say. It's a fabric lining on the interior, striped fabric lining. It's the same kind of fabric lining, I would say, that's on the inside of like the Louis Vuitton Neverfull in the Damiette Bean. It's like the same kind of lining that's on the interior of that bag. So it is a bit dingy. Of course, it's gonna look like that with use. So it won't be able to pick that up, and that's why I don't bother, you know, really showing that for a very long period of time. Like, but it is dingy on the interior. Again, you're gonna get that with use. So overall, I would say that this bag has fared very well. Now, as far as use, and let's talk about that briefly, and then we'll get to the wallet on chain. As far as use, I have again been using this in the past month and overstuffing it, loving it. It is a very, again, practical bag with all these compartments. I feel like, you know, luxury handbags that have like zippered compartments on the back, or just exterior compartments on the bag in general, are like gold. They're like a dime, you know, I wouldn't say they're a dime a dozen. They're like very rare, I would say. And especially like to put an exterior pocket on the bag, and the bag to still look very classy and stylish, and it'd be done in a very inconspicuous way. I feel like this bag right here really accomplishes that. It's still a very classy bag, especially in the Empriente leather, and you know, it's still very practical. So that's what I really do love about the bag. I would say with the addition of other bags in my collection, this one doesn't get as much use as it did when I first got it. Like when I first got this bag, I would use this like 2-3 months at a time. Now I definitely don't do that anymore because again, when I have, you know, I do have other bags now. So when I say 2 years worth of use, I would say probably a year of excessive use. The last year, I would say, it would be intermingled. Maybe in the past year, I've used this bag like 2 to 3 months, I would say, consistently in the past year. And so I just want to talk about briefly too, like another bag that I kind of use that's kind of like replaced the majority of the use of this particular bag. So yeah, let's talk about that really quickly. And I'm just going to show you the bag really quickly, and then we'll just kind of move on from there. But if you guys have any questions like moving forward about any of these bags, definitely let me know. I can, you know, do a more thorough review or talk about it a little bit more. So instead of using my Pochette Metis, like typically now, since I got it back in my collection, I will use my Louis Vuitton Palm Springs mini backpack, which is also very versatile in use. It's versatile as far as like the way you can wear it. I just have, again, this bandeau on here. This is the Louis Vuitton A Paris bandeau in the color rose. That lives on the handle here. It is black calfskin leather though, is the same material as the black straps on the back. So I would say that the Palm Springs Mini now kind of replaces a lot of the use of the Pochette Metis. So it is a very practical bag as well. As far as functionality and getting in and out of the bag, I like the Pochette Metis more just because when you open the flap, you can see all of your items at a glance. Whereas with the Pochette Metis, you do like have to kind of stack your items on top of each other to a certain extent and layer. So you have to kind of be more mindful when you put items in the Pochette Metis, or in the, actually not the Pochette Metis, but in the Palm Springs Mini, as opposed to the Pochette Metis where you can just kind of put them in and open it and you can pull out whatever you need because you can clearly see it. This bag requires a little bit more work, I would say, but I still really love it because it's so cute. I just love the silhouette of it. Probably a little bit more. It's just very casual, very cute, and I feel like that kind of fits where I am right now. Pochette Metis is casual and cute as well, very practical, but I don't know, something about the Palm Springs Mini, especially since I got it back in my collection in January, I just use it a good bit more. And so this one has kind of replaced more of the usage of the Pochette Metis. So, but both bags are really great if you're thinking about either one. Again, as far as this one, I would highly recommend the Empriente leather. It has worn very well for me. So I don't have any complaints or any, well, I would say actually one complaint about the Pochette Metis. So if I like stuff the bag and load it all the way down, what will happen is, like, because of the weight, it will start to distort and it'll do like this number if you try to hold it by the handle. So that's not cute at all. But it's one of those things where, like, if you don't want it to do that, don't overstuff the bag. I do overstuff the bag, so it is what it is. It still works, it still fits the stuff, so I put it in there, of course. So yeah, that's the only gripe I would say about the bag. I don't think that the actual canvas version does that, but the leather one does do that if you do overstuff the bag. So again, that's kind of my review of the Pochette Metis. I almost just dropped it, but other than that, lovely bag, absolutely highly recommend it. So let's talk about now my Chanel wallet on chain. So this bag, again, is the other bag that I purchased in June of 2017 from the Selfridges Chanel boutique. So from the time that I got this bag, I don't think I used it a good bit. I did use it like for weddings and nicer occasions, because I do typically go to a lot of weddings and nicer occasions, like at my church. So we do have quite a few events and different things. And also I thought this would be a good little work bag when I do go out and do visits, if I can just kind of downsize and put the necessities in here, go out and do visits. Like, it just, you know, to me, I had a lot of ways in which I thought I could use this bag. And so I have used it, and I definitely use it for nicer occasions. I think what kind of limits me from using it is the capacity. So it does, like, I do stuff the bag, it does fit a lot. Actually, I'm using this bag to go out tonight for a little bit, but yeah, like, I do use it. I would say, as far as wear and tear goes on this particular bag, I don't think it has much wear and tear. I'm just gonna bring it a little bit closer, and I do apologize, you guys. The sunlight was really bright and now it's kind of dimming a little bit, so you'll kind of notice that. But this is the exterior. It does, I do have like a, I don't know, it is a little bit dirty on the exterior just because I have been using it and it's been in another bag, so pay that no mind. Other than that, just kind of showing you guys, like, I feel like it looks like perfect on the outside, like no real issues. Again, I am using it, so it is stuffed. So this is the side view. This is the back. I do use this back pocket. So I just have a little piece of paper back there. This is the other side. And then this is like the bottom, and you can clearly see it's stuffed. And that would be kind of one of the cons I say of this bag, is because this bag is leather as well. When you do overstuff it, you can definitely tell on the bottom part, even if you can't tell from the like front or the sides. And then too, like, I don't know if you can see, but it kind of wings out a little bit as well. So it doesn't really bother me, but that's just something to keep in mind. The strap, which is interwoven with leather, but it is, like, again, gold hardware. No wear or issues with this strap. It's been good to me overall. I haven't seen any problems with it. Now, I'm not going to really show you in depth the interior because I am like really using this bag. So I probably will put in some pictures, you guys, so you can see the interior. But I have talked about it before. The interior of this bag, as far as wear and tear, does have a stain on the leather portion of the interior of the bag. I don't know where that came from. Probably from either wet wipes or something I had in there, maybe lotion or something. I can't get it out. But it doesn't bother me. It's on the interior. The bag still works, so I don't really have a big issue with that. So let's just open it up and I'll kind of show you. So this is the interior flap. I do use this back pocket at times for certain things. I'm not using it currently right now, but I do use it. I pretty much use all of the compartments except for the card compartments. I think maybe I used the card slots once or twice, but then it just became too much of a hassle, because if you have the back stuff like I do, like, the cards aren't readily accessible when you try to get into the bag, so I just don't see the point of doing that. Like, unless you don't carry as much as I do, but I do use this as like a functional handbag, not as like a small leather good or as a regular wallet. So I think that's how most people use it. But yeah, so the card slots to me aren't really practical, but a pin just dropped. But this is kind of like all the items I have in here right now. So it is really, really stuffed. So again, I'll probably put in some pictures of the interior when I do upload this, so you guys can kind of see like what the inside looks like. But the inside doesn't look bad at all. The card slots are probably still pretty tight because, again, like I said, I've only used them maybe twice in 2 years since I got this bag. So as far as the use of this particular bag, I would say that I use the Pochette Metis probably more than I've used this one in the past 2 years. This one is very functional. I can fit a good amount in the wallet on chain. However, it is still very limiting. So you do have to downsize a good bit to be able to use this bag. You know, and some people are very minimal. So if you're a minimal person, this probably could be an everyday bag for you for an extended period of time. For me, it can be an everyday bag, but probably not for an extended period of time with some of the stuff that I do carry and have to carry for work and sometimes on a daily basis, depending on what I'm doing. So like, again, I would say that the first year that I had this bag, I didn't use it that much, just for a few special occasions here and there. Then I would say in the past year, I've actually used this bag more than I use my Pochette Metis, because I use this bag primarily when I worked my part-time job. In the beginning of the year, I would use this just as my bag, just because I didn't have like when I would go into work, I didn't have like an office space. So I would have to be very flexible and kind of get up and go different locations in the office to work from, you know, my workstation. So I really wanted a bag like this that was crossbody, that I could wear at all times. And I didn't have to worry about, you know, putting my bag down and not having, you know, visual sight of it. And then also it's a very understated bag. It does have the CCs. If you know Chanel, you would know the double CCs, but if you're not into Chanel, I think more people recognize Louis Vuitton as opposed to Chanel. So that's why I really like this bag, as well as a work bag and just kind of as a minimal bag when I would go into work on my part-time job. Because again, it was just very understated, but it was also functional as well. So again, I would say I use this bag like pretty frequently, like in the beginning part of the year. I haven't used it as much, and actually I'm kind of considering selling it. I may or may not. We'll see. I know that they just came out with the newer version of the Chanel wallet on chain. So I may check that out like probably soon when I do go to a Chanel boutique. Probably not gonna buy it, but not now anyway, but we'll see. I don't know, you guys, because I did get another bag, which I'm gonna show you, which kind of has taken over a lot of use from this bag that I was wearing a whole lot. And let me go ahead and show you that one. And you'll recognize it because it's my most recent bag in my collection. But the bag that has been outshining my Chanel wallet on chain has been my new slash used Chanel Square Mini. And this is a vintage one. It's from like 91 and 94. I did unbox this on my channel. I did get it off of eBay back in May. And it is in the color navy, though it might look black. But this bag right here, oh my gosh, you guys, like I've used it so very much. So I did, like, when I mentioned that I did just get back in town, so I did take this bag with me, as well as my wallet on chain. These were the only two bags that I took with me on my trip, outside of like my luggage pieces. Just because, again, I just wanted to be very understated. I just wanted to have like a small little crossbody bag with me. I do wear this one crossbody, and this one has a bigger, like a larger capacity than the wallet on chain, so I can fit some of my kind of bigger lotion containers inside of this bag, as opposed to this one. So I feel like the Square Mini has replaced a lot of usage from the wallet on chain. And that's why I am considering selling the wallet on chain, though I do still love it. I do still use it. Again, I am using this bag tonight. But Yeah, so I would say that it has gotten a lot of use in the past year. However, this one has definitely outshined the wallet on chain just because, again, it just can fit a good bit more. They do fit about the same, but I do have actually a few items in this particular bag, and let me just kind of show you. Like I do have like some sunscreen, some Aleve headache medication or pain medication. I have a lipstick as well as like a lotion. And this is like one of my Lush lotions. And as you can see, like the packaging of it, like this cannot fit in the, it can fit, but you wouldn't be able to fit much else in my wallet on chain. But it fits down in the Square Mini, and you can put quite a few other things in here, which is what I really love about the Square Mini. So, and then I love the turn lock closure, which I feel like is definitely like more secure than the regular button closure. Yeah, if I could turn it around. Then the regular button closure on the wallet on chain. So that's why I do like this one too. I feel like it is a bit more secure. But yeah, and then it does have like the back pocket, which I do use the back pocket. I've put my cell phone in the back pocket out, you know, when it's not in the case. I will put it back here. I don't feel like it stretches out the pocket too much, but again, it's a vintage bag anyway. It's used, so it doesn't really bother me. I've had this bag in the rain, like especially recently. You know, when I took it out of town for the weekend, it did rain quite a bit, and it didn't actually, you know, I don't see any noticeable wear or any issues with it. And anytime I've seen any issues or scratches, I just buff them out, and it just is like brand new. So, yeah, you guys, I don't know. I do love both. I love having like a smaller caviar bag in my collection, and this one is lambskin and it is vintage, and I do love, definitely love this one. It definitely was an awesome buy. Got a great deal on it on eBay, and it's been an awesome addition to my collection. So definitely the Square Mini was a great addition. And then being that it's navy, does not get like color transfer or like it just matches with so much of what I wear. Like I could wear it with what I have on now and it would definitely look good as well. So, and that's what I think about as well whenever I buy like new handbags. So, again, as far as the wallet on chain, I definitely think it's a great buy. I don't know how the newer one is going to fare, but definitely I would recommend checking it out and seeing if it might work well for you guys. But yeah, wear and tear, it definitely, I feel like in 2 years has worn well. You just have to be mindful of what you put on the interior of the bag because the leather portion can stain, which is what happened to mine. Other than that, wear and tear has been awesome with this particular handbag. So you guys, that's pretty much it as far as my 2-year review of both of these handbags. Let me just kind of show them to you again. So hopefully you guys did learn something or, you know, really enjoyed kind of seeing my update on these particular bags. And now it's sunny as I'm ending the video. So again, if you enjoyed this video, make sure you give this video a thumbs up. Also make sure you share it with anyone else who likes wear and tear and update videos and is thinking about either of these two bags. I definitely would highly recommend them if they work for you. And if it's something, you know, that you would like to add to your collection, I definitely highly recommend both of them. Definitely go and check them out if nothing else and see how you like them. Put your items inside, see the weight of them, if they, you know, meet your requirements as far as weight, versatility, wearing it around, match your style. Definitely consider all of those things. Also, make sure you do comment below. Let me know if either of you guys, or any of you guys, should I say, have either of these bags in your collection and how you find them. How often do you wear them? How do you wear them? I definitely love, you know, different ideas as far as wearing bags, or even if you have any of the other bags that I mentioned, being the Palm Springs Mini, Louis Vuitton, or the Chanel Square Mini. Definitely, you know, comment below. Let me know if you know, have either of those bags in your collection as well, and how do you find them? Also, make sure you do subscribe to the channel before you leave the video. It is free of charge. All you have to do is hit that red button below, and make sure you hit the button next to it, the bell next to it, so you're notified when I do upload future videos, which again is 1 to 2 times a week when I'm not super busy or going out of town. So anyway, you guys, I thank you so very much for watching. Hopefully you enjoyed this video and this 2-year update, and I will see you guys in my very next video. Bye, guys.